discussed about SN2 reaction. Now today I want to discuss about SN1 reaction. SN1 reaction. SN1 reaction. SN2 reaction means bimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction. SN1 reaction means unimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction. So what is meant by SN1 reaction? SN1 reaction means unimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction. So nucleophilic substitution reactions two here. One is SN2, another one is SN1. SN2 is bimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction. SN1 means uni means single. So it is a unimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction. There we discuss certain important points like that. Here also I want to discuss. Here, rate of reaction depend on concentration of alkyl halide. So it is a first order reaction. It is a first order reaction. So rate is directly proportional to concentration of alkyl halide. So yesterday I told you, in case of SN2, rate of reaction is dependent on concentration of alkyl halide and also concentration of nucleophile there. So it is, that one is second order reaction, but it is a first order reaction because rate of reaction is dependent on only concentration of alkyl halide. That's why it is a first order reaction. Now then, SN1 reaction better in polar protic solvents. Polar protic solvents like alcohol, CH3COOH, like solvents. Means protic means H plus, who can donate H plus. So alcohols or acids, those are polar protic solvents. In that case, SN2 reaction, that one is better in polar aprotic solvents, but it is better in polar protic solvents. So alcohol like acetic acid. Next, reactivity order. Alkyl iodide is greater, alkyl bromide is greater, alkyl chloride is greater, alkyl fluoride. In case of SN2 reaction also same reactivity order because of iodine is a better leaving. Okay, next. Then have to take reactivity order in case of secondary, primary, like that. So here very important, benzylic halides are greater reactive than allylic halides. These are greater reactive than tertiary, secondary, primary. So it is important. In yesterday case, in SN2 reaction, we discussed primary, secondary, tertiary. But here, tertiary, secondary, primary. So benzylic halides are more reactive than allylic halides. Allylic halides are more reactive than tertiary. Tertiary is more reactive than secondary. Secondary is more reactive than primary. What are benzylic halides, allylic halides, how they are involved in SN1? Later we will discuss in this class today. Today in this class we will discuss in this class. So now SN1 reaction, it is SN1 means unimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction. Now rate of reaction is dependent on concentration of alkyl halide only. That's why it is a first order reaction. So rate is directly proportional to concentration of alkyl halide. Now SN1 reaction is favors. It is better in case of polar protic solvents. So like alcohol CH3COH which are having H plus, which can donate H plus groups. So reactivity order is alkyl iodide is greater reactive than alkyl bromide, which is greater reactive than alkyl chloride, which is greater reactive than alkyl fluoride. Because iodine is a better leaving group than the bromide, bromide is a better leaving group than the chloride, chloride is better leaving group than the fluoride. In case of halides, so benzylic halides are more reactive than allylic. Allylic are more reactive than tertiary. Tertiary is more reactive than secondary. The last one is primary. So these are some important points. Remaining points also there. Remaining 2 points are there. How to note down these? So complete quickly. Please complete quick. Then I want to move to the next 2 points. అమ్మ కనిపిస్తుందా రజియా? హ్యాండ్ రైట్ చేయి. కనిపిస్తుందా? ఓకే. మానస కనిపిస్తుందా? సి మానస. Okay. Then remaining 2 important points here. First you note down those points, then I will explain with example. So in case of SN2 reaction is better in case of nucleophile is anion, but SN1 reaction is better if nucleophile is neutral. If nucleophile is neutral, SN1 reaction is better if nucleophile is neutral. In case of SN2, if nucleophile is anion, that one is better. Here, if it is a better in case of nucleophile is neutral. Next case, SN1 reaction completed in 2 steps via carbocation intermediate. via carbocation intermediate. So in case of SN1 reaction, that will completed in only single step, which is via transition state. But it is completed in two steps via carbocation intermediate in case of SN1 reaction. So how to remember? SN1 means unimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction. SN1 means unimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction. So here in this reaction, rate of reaction is dependent on only concentration of alkyl halide. So that's why that reaction is a first order reaction. This reaction very favorable in case of if solvent is a polar protic, then so SN1 reaction is better if nucleophile is neutral. Next, SN1 reaction completed in two steps actually via carbocation intermediate. In case of SN2, that will completed via transition state. Okay, these are the important points of SN1 reaction. Now I want to take an example to explain that. Now another very important point how to remember. In case of SN2 reaction, the configuration of the product is quite opposite to configuration of the reactant, and that one is inversion configuration. That one is called Walden inversion. We see that. Okay, in case of SN2, but in case of SN1 reaction, product is in SN1 reaction, product is racemic mixture. In case of SN1 reaction, product is what? Racemic mixture. What is racemic mixture? I will explain with example. Okay, guys. So look here. In case of SN1 reaction, product is a racemic mixture. So these 3 points how to note down. Then I want to move to the example. SN1 reaction better in nuclear if nucleophile is neutral. SN1 reaction completed in two steps where carbocation intermediate. In SN1 reaction, product is a racemic mixture. So in that case, product is a Walden inversion. It is a stereochemistry actually. So how the configuration obtained in SN1 and SN2, that one is called stereochemistry. Products of nucleophilic substitution. So in case of SN2, Walden inversion. In case of SN1, racemic mixture. So now I want to take an example for this SN2 reaction completed in two steps actually. So what are those? For example, how to consider an example like this. CH3, C, CH2, CH3, there, H, there, Br. Br. Now how to take a NaOH, NaOH, and just Na will eliminated as NaBr and OH substituted there. Then what you will get? CH3 bond C, there H is there, here C2H5, here C2H5, then here you will get OH. It is general case. Okay, not like this, have to take here a C3H7, C3H7. So then here it is a compound actually there, it reacts with the NaOH and NaBr is eliminated. Now OH gets attached to there. So if you want to write IUPAC of the compound, how to count down number of carbons? So from this side 1, 2, 3 it is. From that side 4th position will take. So it is 4 bromo, 4 methyl, 3, 4, 5, 6 hexane it is actually. So there alcohol is formed. So but in case of mechanism, I mean, in case of SN1 reaction, so there are two steps takes place. Step 1 is what? Step 1. Two steps are takes place. Step 1 is ionization of alkyl halide. Ionization of alkyl halide to form carbocation. Ionization of alkyl halide to form a carbocation. Ionization means splitting, division, divided into two parts, two ions divided into. So here what is formed? Carbocation is formed here. So first ionization of alkyl halide to form a carbocation is formed. Carbocation is formed. Now look here what's happened. I have to take that example here. C3H7 C Br there CH3 then one of the side is what C2H5 I want to take. CH2 bond CH3 is nothing but C2H5. So now how to take this side C2H5. On ionization what's happened? It loses Br and it will give CH3 bond C3H7, then it is C2H5. After losing Br minus, you will get a carbocation. So now it is carbocation. So first in first step one, what happened? This alkyl halide involved in ionization, and Br minus leaved from the alkyl halide. Then it leaves it gives a carbocation. In second step, nucleophile attack on carbocation. Step 2. Step 2. Nucleophile attack on carbocation to form racemic mixture. So how it can attack on that carbocation? Look here. So there is a space this side, there is a space this side. Either side of the carbocation it may attack. So the second step, that nucleophile OH minus attack on carbocation, either side of the carbocation to form a racemic mixture. Racemic mixture means the the product having configuration like reactant and also having configuration exactly opposite configuration of the reactant. Racemic mixture is nothing. So configuration of the 50% product is like reactant, and 50% product is the opposite side of the quite opposite to the reactant. So the combination between these two is nothing but racemic mixture. Particularly how to take this one is like this. Example, how to take that one carbocation CH3 C C3H7 here. Okay, note down first. You should note down, then I will write there. So simply SNO reaction takes in two steps. In step 1, ionization of alkyl halide to form carbocation. Then Br leaves and to produce a carbocation there. Then in second step, nucleophile attack on the carbocation to form racemic mixture. Racemic mixture means product of a 50% product configuration is like reactant, and other 50% configuration is quite opposite side, quite opposite to the reactant. So it can rotate left side, it can rotate right side also. That's why the resultant optical activity of the racemic mixture will become zero, nullified, because their actual rotations will be cancelled. Should note down that. I will explain in second step with example. Please complete quickly. Okay, next. So nucleophile attack on carbocation to form racemic mixture is the second step. Then in second step, look here what's happening. So there CH3 bond C, there C3H7, there I think C2H5 wrote there. Then it is carbocation. Now nucleophile attack on either side of the carbocation. It may attack this side because of this entire space is free. It may attack on this side, entire space is also free that side. That's why we will get two products. For example, if attack on this side, you will get C3H7 bond C, there are CH3, there are C2H5, there you will get a OH, one product. If attack on this side, if it attack on this side, then what you will get? OH bond C, C3H7 bond CH3, C2H5. That means configuration of the one of the product is it is 50% obtained. It is 50% obtained. So the configuration of this product is exactly configuration of the reactant. That one is called retention of configuration. Retention means same like that. So the configuration of product is exactly configuration of the reactant, 50%. Another 50% is quite opposite to the configuration of the reactant. So these two mixture is called racemic mixture. 50% of the dextro, 50% of the levo, or a pair of enantiomers. I will explain. A pair of enantiomers is called racemic mixture. Is called racemic mixture. A pair of enantiomers. So for example 2 I want to take. So just how to remember what's happened there. In SN1 reaction, it carried in two steps. The first step, ionization of alkyl halide takes place and it gives carbocation. In second step, nucleophile attack on either side of the carbocation to form racemic mixture. So one of the product configuration is exactly configuration of the reactant, and another product configuration is reverse to that reactant. So what is racemic mixture means? A pair of enantiomers is nothing but racemic mixture. So now how we can write, how we can explain enantiomers? Look here. So for example, how to take a compound like this? Here H, here C2H5, here CH3, here Cl have to take. When it reacts with the NaI, then what you will get here? So there H, C2H5, there CH3, there you will get I, I, and you will get another product also. Another product there I, there H, there C2H5. There is what? CH3, you will get CH3. Now, one of the product configuration is like reactant configuration. Another product configuration is a reverse configuration. Now look here, these two are mirror images. So now look here, these two are mirror images to each other. So when you see this compound in mirror, it gives, the image of this compound will be that one. So these two are mirror images and non-superimposable. Non-superimposable. So non-superimposable means if you put this compound on this one, if you put this compound on this one, these I lie on CH3, CH3 lie on I, H lie on H, C2H5 lie on C2H5. Now I want to explain with my hands. So these two are mirror images. These two are mirror images. Two hands, both hands are mirror images. Now this one is called superimposable. This one is called superimposable, means this completely lie on that. One of the and like completely lie on other one. But these two are mirror images, but it is not superimposable like this. So if compounds having mirror images and they are non-superimposable structures, those are called enantiomers. If compounds having mirror images but they are not superimposable, those are called enantiomers. Those are called enantiomers particularly. Now these are optically active. Why optically active? Because of the compound having chiral carbon. Chiral carbon means a carbon which one having 4 different bonds. Carbon which one having 4 different bonds, that carbon is called a chiral carbon. Compounds which are having chiral carbon, those are optically active. Those can rotate plane polarized light. So PPL, plane polarizable light. So compounds which can rotate plane polarizable light, those are called optically active compounds. Compounds which can rotate plane polarizable light, those compounds are called optically active compounds. Now here the point is, who are optically active theoretically? So if compounds having chiral carbon, those are optically active. So now this compound having chiral carbon, this one is also having chiral carbon. Now the optical rotation of this compound is this direction, and optical rotation of this compound is this direction. Now the resultant optical rotation will be nullified. The resultant optical rotation will be cancelled because of this one rotate one side, this one rotate opposite to that side. So by racemic mixture having optical rotation 0. Racemic mixture is nothing but a pair of enantiomers is nothing but racemic mixture. What is meant by enantiomers? Compounds having mirror images and non-superimposable structures. Those are called enantiomers. Okay, guys. Retention of configuration means if the configuration of the product is exact configuration to the reactant, the configuration is called retention of configuration. So this configuration is called inversion configuration, Walden inverse. It takes in case of SN2. But here we will get racemic mixture. Both configurations will get. Optical rotation will be 0 here. Okay, guys. That one is about SN1 reaction. Note down quickly. So what is racemic mixture like that? So in first step, carbocation is formed. Okay, in second step, nucleophile attack on carbocation. So compounds who can produce stable carbocation, those are more rapidly involved in SN1 reaction. Compounds who can produce more stable carbocation, Those are involving more SN1 reaction particularly. So next. Okay, guys, next. Next. Due to resonance, benzylic and allylic halides are more reactive for SN1 reaction. More reactive for a SN1 reaction. So in reactivity order, if you see reactivity order, there I mentioned, in reactivity order I mentioned benzylic is greater, allylic is greater, tertiary like that I mentioned. So why these benzylic and allylic halides are more stable? I mean more reactive for a SN1 reaction? Because they involve in a resonance. Look here, I want to take a compound like this. For example, CH2 here, CH2 here, Br here. Now I have to take like this. So in first step, ionization takes place. So Br minus is eliminated. Br minus is eliminated. Then you will get a compound like this. CH2 plus CH2 plus. Now this carbocation is involved in resonance. So how look here? It is a positive charge, electron deficient. So that's why this bond migrates to here. Now you will get a compound like this, CH2 and plus migrates to here. Now this bond migrates to here. Then what's happened? You will get another structure. Double bond CH2. There double bond here plus is there. Now this bond is migrated here. Then you will get another structure. Their bond is migrated here. Bond. Their double bond CH2. Their plus is created. Then again that bond migrate to back. Then you will get another compound like this, CH2 plus there is a bond. Means here after losing Br it will become CH2 plus. Now it is electron deficient. There is a double bond. So to neutralize that positive charge, this bond migrates to here. Their double bond is generated. Now after losing this bond, this carbon will become electron deficient. That's why it will get positive charge. Now for neutralizing this positive charge, this double bond migrates to here. Now plus charge is shifted there. Like that again double bond shifted plus charge shifted there. Then again this first migrated bond migrated here. Neutralize this positive charge and migrate bonds here, and it gets positive charge. Due to these, it gets 1, 2, 3, 4 resonance structures. Due to this resonance, the carbocation will become more stable. Due to that more stable carbocation, benzylic halides are more rapidly involved in SN1 reaction. The name of this compound is benzyl bromide. benzyl bromide. In my first class, I discussed that if benzene ring with CH2 group, that one is called benzyl. Now it is called benzyl bromide. So due to resonance and formation of stable carbocation, so due to resonance, benzylic and allylic halides are more reactive for SN1 reaction. Okay, due to why? Because stable carbocation, formation of stable carbocation. For example, have to take allyl chloride, allyl halide, anything, CH2 double bond, CH bond, CH2 Cl. Sorry, I want to take here. CH2 double bond, CH bond, CH2 Cl. It is allyl chloride. It is allyl chloride. Now, after ionization, it loses Cl minus, Cl minus. Then it will become CH2 double bond, CH bond, CH2 plus. Now, for neutralizing this positive charge, this double bond migrates to here. Then what we will get? Another carbocation we will get. Positive, double bond shifted here, this will become electronless. This positive charge shifted to here. Now it will get CH2 plus their bond CH double bond CH2. Now how many resonance structures are possible? 2 resonance structures are possible. Here 4 resonance structures are possible. More number of resonance structures, stability of carbocation increases. That's why here 2 resonance structures, here 4. So it is more stable carbocation. In reactivity order, I discussed that benzylic is more reactive than allylic. So final point you can write there. Due to stable carbocation, these two are more reactive. Due to formation of stable carbocation, these two are more reactive. So due to formation of stable carbocation, these two are more reactive. So who can form more stable carbocation? Those are rapidly involving SN1 reaction. So here benzoic can form 4 resonance structure after formation of carbocation and stabilizes the carbocation due to resonance. Now here this allyl can form two carbocations, 2 resonance structures. These two can stabilize that carbocation. That's why due to formation of more stable carbocation, these are involved in SN1 reaction more rapid. That's about SN1 reaction. Okay. So due to formation of stable carbocation, these two are more reactive. How they can form stable carbocation? Due to resonance. So SN1 reaction carried in 2 steps actually. Step 1, ionization of alkyl halide takes and formation of carbocation takes. So here ionization of alkyl halide, formation of carbocation. After formation of carbocation, nucleophile attack on that carbocation. If carbocation is more stable, those are ready to involve in SN1 reaction. Then, so okay, fine. Next, I want to move to the next one. So there, applications. Among the following pairs, which one is more reactive towards SN1 reaction? So I want to take 4 or 5 pairs. How to pick up which one involving more rapidly in SN1 reaction? Look here. First one. So these are pairs. So how to note down? I will explain each and everything. Which one is more rapidly involved in SN1 reaction? In these 2 pairs, pick up only one who involved more rapidly in SN1 reaction. So how to take the first one? How to take the first one? So now there are 2 compounds here. Both are having iodine. Both are having iodine. So now we know that Ri is greater, Rbr is greater, Rcl is greater, Ri in case of SN1 and SN2 also. Now you should remember these are different, not same compounds. Look here I is directly attached to this carbon. Here I is attached to this carbon. Okay. Now this carbon is linked with only one other carbon atom, means it is a primary. This carbon is linked with 1, 2, 3 carbons, so it is a tertiary. So why? That was second one is more reactive than the first one in case of SN. Here what's happened? If we see that compound, I is binds with the carbon. That carbon is linked with only one carbon, so it is a primary. Now here I is linked with 3 other carbon. I is linked with one carbon. That one is linked with 3 other carbon atoms. So why it is tertiary? We know that one thing. Tertiary is more reactive than secondary. Secondary is more reactive than primary. Okay, that's why. That one tertiary is more reactive. Now here, in case of second case, both are benzyl, but it is primary. It is secondary. It is 1, 2 carbons linked. It linked with only one carbon. So it is primary. It is secondary. So both are benzyl. So now that one is more reactive. In third case, have to see. So Br linked carbon is linked with only one carbon. But here this Br linked carbon linked with other 2 carbon atoms. So it is secondary. It is what? It is primary. Secondary is more reactive. Now look here. There is a Cl here. There is a Cl here. That Cl linked carbon linked with 2 other carbon atoms. It is secondary. Now that Cl linked carbon having 1, 2, 3 carbon atoms. 1, 2, 3 carbon atoms. So it is a tertiary. Now, in that case, it is a secondary. So it is more reactive. Now these two cases. Now here it is a compound, it is a nucleophile, it is a reactant, it is a nucleophile. Both are same. But here H2O here DMS, dimethyl sulfoxide. I discussed that SN1 reaction more rapid in polar protic solvents. SN2 reaction is more rapid in polar aprotic solvents. Now H2O is a polar protic solvent. That's why it is more reactive. So look here, it is important phenomena. Important phenomena there. What's happened in case of SN1 reaction? I want to revise that the total SN1 reaction. SN1 reaction means unimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction. In this reaction, rate of the reaction depend on only concentration of alkyl halide. That's why it is a first order reaction. Now, this reaction is better in case of polar protic solvents and also if nucleophile is neutral. If nucleophile is neutral, then I told you that reactivity order. Benzoic halides are more reactive than allylic halides. Allylic halides are more reactive than tertiary. Tertiary are more reactive than secondary. Secondary are more reactive than the primary, actually. Then after that, primary. After that, I discussed that this SN1 reaction carried in 2 steps. Actually, 2 steps, and the product is called racemic mixture. So in 2 steps, the step 1 happened ionization of alkyl halide to form carbocation. In step 2, what's happened? Nucleophile attack on either side of the carbocation to form product. That one is racemic mixture. So racemic mixture is nothing but pair of enantiomer. What is mean by enantiomer? Optically active compounds, 2 optically active compounds which are having mirror images and non-superimposable. Optically active compounds which are having mirror images and non-superimposable. Those are called enantiomers actually. So now the optical rotation of these racemic mixture is 0 because of one of the enantiomer rotate right side, one of the enantiomer rotates left side. That's why the resultant optical rotation will become nullified. Who are optical active compounds? Compounds who can rotate plane polarizable light. Compounds who can rotate plane polarizable light. Those compounds are optically active compounds. Who can rotate plane polarizable light? Compounds who are having chiral carbon. What is chiral carbon? A carbon with 4 different bonds. That carbon is nothing but chiral carbon. If a compound with if a compound with chiral carbon, the compound is optically active. Optically active compound, if involved in SN1 reaction, that can give racemic mixture. One is dextro, another one is levo, one is R configuration, one is S configuration, like that. So now what is retention of configuration? Retention of configuration means the configuration of product is exactly equal to the configuration of the reactant. The configuration is called retention of configuration. Okay guys, this one is about nucleophilic substitution reactions. 2 nucleophilic substitution reactions, SN2 and SN1 reaction, and their applications have to practice. So I hope how much time? 4 minutes are there only. So I want to take a certain application throughout the chapter. Up to here. So look here, what's happened, look here. So now reaction with bromine in presence of sunlight. So bromine reacts where? So here CH3 is there, here CH is there, here CH2, 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 CH2 is there. So halogenation of alkyls, the first preparation method of alkyl halide. Discussed tertiary is more reactive than primary, primary is more reactive than, tertiary is more reactive than secondary, secondary is more reactive than primary. Discussed. So wait, bromine gets attached there, Br gets attached there. Then option A will become there. What we will get? Br. Next, after getting Br, what it is? Aqueous KOH. So then substitution takes place. KBr are eliminated, OH gets there. Then what's happened? You will get P equal to. Then here ring. There you will get OH. Okay. Then it is SOCl2. SOCl2. Total, if you refer the notes, you will able to understand what's happened. Each one is a reaction. Different, we discussed each one is a reaction. We discussed in different manner. One of the one is preparations, one of the one is chemical properties, like that we discuss. Okay. So now OH. Now SOCl2 is called thionyl chloride. Then one of the O gets attached to that SO and eliminated in the form of SO2. One of the Cl will get H and eliminated in the form of HCl, and remaining Cl gets attached. C will become Cl. Now it is what? Alcoholic NaOH. The duty of alcoholic NaOH that can remove hydrogen and halogen also. How to remove that Cl from here? How to remove Cl from here? Then how to remove hydrogen from adjacent carbon who are having less number of hydrogens. Now these carbon adjacent 1, 2, 3 are there. Here CH2, here also CH2. From either side you can remove hydrogen. Option D will become like this. Next, how to add HBr. HBr I have to add. Now I told you that you have to hydrogen must carbon with higher number of hydrogens according to Markovnikov's. How to remove hydrogen from less number of hydrogens is Sedgwick rule. Now leave there. Here CH is there. Here only C is there. So hydrogen gets attached to that the carbon CH and Br gets attached because it is CH, hydrogen rich it is. So now we will get a product Br like this. So both are same. So like this. So like these type of if you practice like these type of questions, total chapter will be covered. Okay, how to assign like this.
Sudarshan sir, 12:13 sir. Sudarshan sir.
Interesting.
12:13.
I think class I Hello, Praveen.